curved lateral surface, generator base, and this is a circumferential base. Okay. Now in case of cone, cone also have the apex lag in pyramid. See, in the pyramid also there is apex. Okay. And in cone there is also apex. Then what is the change only? The change is that in case of pyramid, the base is a polygon. Compulsory it will be triangular, pentagonal, rectangle, square, and hexagonal. And all these edges having the equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle comes in the upward direction and just get together in a apex point O. While these are the plane surfaces, these are all plane surfaces. In case of cone, there is also apex, but these points are joined with the help of a curved lateral surface. This is a change. Means pyramid and cone, they are similar in case of only the apex, but the base is different. And cone have the compulsory only the circular base. Cone doesn't have the any other polygonal base. It have only compulsory the cone base, circular base. And in pyramid, there may be base of any different polygon, a triangle, square, like that, any. And there is a apex. Okay. And both axes have the axis. Okay. So in all, these are the important prisms. See, in prisms also again, just take one look again. The top and base is similar axis, top and base is similar axis, top and base is similar axis, and having the edges which are clearly visible. Okay. In pyramids, there are number of different types of polygons at the base and topward joined together in apex. These slant edges are clearly visible in case of pyramid. In cylinder and cone, the top and base, in case of cylinder, base, top and base is exactly similar, that is circular, joined with the curved surface, curved lateral surface, and within imaginary lines, that is the generator. In cone, base is compulsory cone, circle, and the apex is a point, which here all the generators come together and join together. Okay. Next, solids. Solids are classified. Now these are the shape wise we have taken the example. Now these are classified and arranged in two major groups. Again, group A and group B. Solids having top and base of same size, and solids having base of some shape and just a point as a top called apex. Can you differentiate these two? Solids having top and base of same shape. आपण जे आता पाहिलं त्याच्यातले ज्याचा टॉप आणि बेस सारखा आहे तसे कोणते कोणते सॉलिड होते? प्रिझम आणि सिलेंडर. आणि इकडे कोणते आहेत? ज्याचा बेसमध्ये पॉलिगॉन वेगळा वेगळा आहे पण त्याचा एकच पॉईंट टॉपमध्ये येतो, दॅट इज कॉल्ड अपेक्स. म्हणजे कोणते? पिरॅमिड आणि कोन. लेट अस से सिलेंडर. ओके. ज्याचा base and top is exactly similar. Base and top is exactly similar. Okay. Now prism. Second point is a prism. Number of prisms. See, you can see here. See, triangular prism, square prism, pentagonal prism, hexagonal prism. The base and top is exactly similar. See, and joined by the edges 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back on back side 6. Okay, and there are all the plane surfaces. Okay, triangular prism, square prism, pentagonal prism, and hexagonal prism. This is the first group. What is? Top and base is similar, first group. And in second group, solids having base of some shape and just a point as a top called apex. Cube. A cube having 6 square faces. Okay. Then cone in this group, where the base is different but come in top and called as a apex. Then second is the pyramid, triangular pyramid, square pyramid, pentagonal pyramid, and hexagonal pyramid. And one is the tetrahedron. This is the example. See, the solids we have classified in two major groups. Solids having top and base of same shape, and solids having base of some shape. It may be a triangle, square, pentagon, hexagon, and just a point as a top called apex. See, here is the apex. The apex having the solids cone and pyramids and tetrahedron. Apex, apex, apex. This all these are comes in together. Okay, and having the same base and top is the same shape. These are the prisms and cylinder. Okay, are you clear? So don't get confused in the shape of the solid, because it is very necessary to get the idea about the shape of the solid clear first, then you can solve the problem based on this. Okay, this is the edge of the base. Okay, this is the edge of the face, then this is a slant edge, like that. Let us take the terminology again in detail. So that dimensional parameters of different solids: square, prism, square, pyramid, cylinder and cone. Now first, square prism example is taken. Square prism where the base and top is same. Okay, square pyramid, base is a square and there is apex, cylinder and cone. Okay, now let us take the example terminology. What is this? What is this called? This is a top face, then this is a rectangular face, then this is a longer edge, this is a base corner, corner of the base or base corner, then this is a edge of the base. Okay, then this is, yes, this is a base. Okay, then this is, in case of square pyramid, what is this point? It is a apex, then this is a slant edge, then what is this? It is a base, then this is edge of the base, then this is the corner of the base. See, sometimes it is given in the problem that the solid is resting on its one of the corner of the base. At that time you must be clear that how the solid is placed in that particular quadrant. You have to visualize these things. Therefore this terminology is very important. Exactly at what point the solid is resting. Okay, corner of the base, edge of the base, slant edge, face or base. This terminology, again, get it clear once. Now in case of cylinder, what is a triangular face? Suppose it is given the problem that the pyramid is resting on its triangular face, means what? So you have to imagine this thing, that this is called the triangular face. It is a square pyramid. How many triangular faces are there? 4. If it is a pentagonal pyramid, then 5. Okay, like that. Now these are the generators. White lines indicating the generators. See, this is the base of the cylinder. Generator means what? Imaginary lines generating curved surfaces of cylinder and cone. Means generators having cylinders and cone. Okay, then this is apex, base. Okay, this is base and this is the generator of the cylinder. Right? Get it clear. Which is this solid? The solid which is shown here. Can you name it? Okay, can you name it? What type of this solid? What is the similarity of these solids? Yes, this is a cone, this is a cylinder, this is a pyramid. But see, these are the inclined cut. Okay, so what is called this? Can you tell me? It is called truncated solids. That is sections of solids, top and base not parallel. It is cut, but the top and the base is horizontal while the top is inclined. The base is horizontal while the top is inclined. Here is also base is horizontal but top is inclined. Okay, so such type of solids are called truncated solids. And if these are parallel to base, if these sections are parallel to base, then what is the name of the solid? Just like this. What do you call it? Just if the base and the section is parallel to each other, then the name of the solid is what? Frustum of cone and pyramid. It is called frustum. Means in a problem, if it is asked to you that the solid, a frustum of a cone is given. Frustum means such type of solid. A frustum of a pyramid is given, means such type of solid. Means a cone is cut exactly at the center, suppose, or any point parallel to horizontal, and the above portion is removed. Okay, then it is a frustum. And if it is a inclined cut, then it is a truncated solid. Get it clear again. See, square prism, top, rectangular face, longer edge, corner of the base, edge of the base, and this is called base. In case of pyramid, the topmost point is apex, this line is a slant edge, this is base, this is edge of the base, corner of the base, and triangular face. Okay, get it, confirm again that the name of the parts or the nomenclature of the parts or terminology used in the solid, you must be get it clear. Without this, you are not able to solve the problems, because the problems this terminology is used very frequently. Okay, these are the truncated solids and the frustum of a cone. Now let us take the example. Now, how many ways the solid can be kept in different quadrant, like the first quadrant and third quadrant? There are different conditions are given. First is the projection of solid when its axis is parallel to vertical plane and perpendicular to horizontal plane. Now, this is the example of a prism, rectangular prism. Let us see the example of the rectangular prism. Now, suppose this is a rectangular prism. It is kept in front of you, having the base at the bottom is a square rectangle, and at the top is also a rectangle, or else you can just call it as a square. Suppose it is a square. Okay. So, base and top both are the same. Top and base both are the same, and these are two faces are joined by the plane surfaces 1, 2, 3 and backside 4. Okay, and these edges are the longer edges. These are the longer edges, and these are the edge of the top face, and this is the edge of the bottom face. This is a corner of the base and corner of the top. Okay. Now, how it is kept? In the first quadrant, it is kept. What is the condition given in the problem? That the projection of a solid when its axis is parallel to VP and perpendicular to HP. Okay. Now, let us assume that this is the first quadrant. This table is a horizontal plane, and myself acts as a vertical plane, suppose. So, horizontal plane and vertical plane. Okay, this way. Horizontal plane and vertical plane. This is the first quadrant. You are the observer, and on the first quadrant, this solid it is kept on the HP. Where it is on the HP. This is a horizontal plane, and myself as a vertical plane is the first quadrant. You are the observer. Now see what is given. This solid is kept on the HP. The base is resting on the HP. Okay. But what is the condition? The axis of the prism is perpendicular to HP and parallel to VP. See, this is the axis and this is vertical. The axis is parallel to VP and perpendicular to HP. Okay. Riveting point. You are the observer, object, plane. The principle of the first quadrant, what I have told you initially, principle is observer, object, plane. Okay. So it is kept in a horizontal plane, the keeping its axis perpendicular to horizontal plane and parallel to VP. Okay, parallel to VP. Now, this is the condition given in the problem. Just go on the PPT again. You will get your idea clear. What is given in the PPT? Just see here. Just look this diagram. It is a horizontal plane and vertical plane, and on back side this is a principal plane for the side view. Okay, principal plane. And on this side there is observer. Here are the observer observing on this side. Okay, when you observe this particular rectangular prism or a square prism, that on the side you will get its front view on a vertical plane. This is a vertical plane and you will get the front view. Okay, 1 dash, 2 dash, like that. And when you observe from the topward direction, you will get the top view on the horizontal plane. Okay, this way. And for the side view, you have to go on this side because the principle is again observer at this particular point. Sorry, at this particular point there is a observer, object and plane. Okay. Now, when we turn the quadrant, at that time you can see this type of picture. Now on this side, come here. This is XY line which is a reference line. Okay. Above the XY line there is a vertical plane, and below the XY line there is a horizontal plane which we have seen initially in our prerequisite. Okay, this is the first angle method. Just above the xy line, here is a projection of horizontal plane, and just below the xy line, here is a projection of vertical plane. So above the xy line there is a horizontal plane, and below the xy line there is a vertical plane, and this is a full vertical plane. So you will get the front view on vertical plane and top view on the horizontal plane, and for side view we will go on the principal plane. Okay, are you getting point? How this is projected? Now, how to start the problem? This is the thing, how to start the problem. So first, यातला कोणता व्यू आपण पहिले काढणार सांगा मला. यातनं पहिले कोणता व्यू काढणार तीन पैकी? एक लक्षात घ्यायचं कधी सुरुवातीला पहिला नियम की ज्या व्ह्यू मध्ये आपल्याला याचा बेसचा ट्रू शेप मिळतो तो पहिले काढायचा. काय म्हटलं मी? ज्या व्ह्यू मध्ये आपल्याला ट्रू शेप मिळतो तो पहिले काढायचा. म्हणजे ट्रू शेप कुठे मिळाला आपल्याला? बेसचा ट्रू शेप कोणत्या व्ह्यू मध्ये मिळतो? इथे टॉप व्ह्यू मध्ये. सी इथे टॉप व्ह्यू मध्ये ट्रू शेप मिळतो की हा प्रिझम स्क्वेअर आहे की पेंटागॉनल आहे की हेक्सागॉनल आहे हे माहीत नाही आपल्याला. असं समोरून पाले की कळत नाही, पण त्याचा वरतून पाले लक्षात येतं नाही का. म्हणून याचा पहिले आपण हा स्क्वेअर काढायचा याचा दिलेल्या डायमेन्शननी. नंतर याला प्रोजेक्ट केला आपण कुठे? फ्रंट व्ह्यू मध्ये याला प्रोजेक्ट केला आपण. आता इथे बघा नंबर किती? 1/A, 2/B, 3/C, 4/D. Why? Because it having two bases, top and bottom. But top face ला नाव काय दिलं आपण? 1, 2, 3, 4 and bottom ला A, B, C, D. नाही का. मग when you observe it from the topward direction, first you can see the point 1 and then point A, point 2 and then point B. So 1 and A, these are coincides with each other. 1/A, 2/B, 3/C and 4/D. And for the front view, you just put it in the front view. Having the, take the height which is given in the problem. Take the height here and complete this rectangle. So in the front view, you can see this rectangle. And in the top view, you can see this particular square. So here a top view is the front view. And for side view, again project the projections in this way. This is a common method which we already studied in case of plane and lines, etc. Take the next example. Now suppose there is a cylinder instead of prism. Now the cylinder, now the position is changed. Position is changed. What is the position? The axis is parallel to HP and perpendicular to VP. Okay, in initial case, the axis is perpendicular to HP and parallel to VP. Now the axis is parallel to HP and perpendicular to VP. Now where you can see the true shape now? Draw the first view in which you can see the true shape. नाही का. आपला नियम आपण तुम्हाला सांगितला जसा. Just go again model. With the help of model we can again see this particular thing. Now consider that it is a cylinder which is given in the problem. Okay. Now what is the condition? In the first quadrant, horizontal plane, vertical plane. What is the position? Now position is axis is perpendicular to HP. Axis perpendicular to HP and parallel to HP. Now the second case, what is given in the problem? Second case, axis is parallel to HP and perpendicular to HP, means we have to turn this in this way. Got a point? We have to turn it in this way. Axis is parallel to HP and perpendicular to VP. See, axis is perpendicular to VP. Now you can see in the front view it's top, the true shape. This true shape you can see in the front view. Initially, in first condition, you can see this in top view, but now in front view because the axis is perpendicular to VP. Okay, so with this again, we will go again on the PPT, so your idea will be get clear. So see that example, the cylinder is kept in such a way that its axis is parallel to horizontal plane and perpendicular to VP. Here you can see there is a right angle, formation of right angle here. So it is a perpendicular to VP and parallel to HP. Okay. So when you observe it from the front direction, you can see the circle in a front view. This circle you can see the front view. Here is the observer. Okay. So when you observe from the front direction, you can see a circle here. So draw the circle of given diameter in the front view above the XY line. So draw the circle of given diameter above the XY line in the front view. Okay, on vertical plane. Then for the top view, project the dimensions in the top view. See, Now it is a circular part. So for the perfection, we divide this circle into an equal part, then transfer all these points in the top view. Okay. Now in the top view, what you can see? This point and this point. So this axis you can see in the top view, and this diameter you can see in the top view. So this diameter we already projected, we want the axis. So take the axis from this point to this point and complete this rectangle. See that this rectangle is started from xy line itself. There is no distance between xy line. Here is a difference because it is above the HP. See, above the HP. But this is started from xy line. Why? Because it is